Okay, Sec 2 Express, now we'll be going to our last worksheet, worksheet 8c. We're going to apply whatever we have learned in worksheet 8a and 8b and apply them to problem sums. So this is all about problem sums. Let's take a look at example number 1. They say two consecutive positive odd numbers are such that the sum of their squares is 130. Now I have two consecutive positive odd numbers. Consecutive means one after another. Odd numbers, okay, one after another odd number. So I have two of them, such that the sum of their squares, sum means I add them together, of their squares, okay, is means equals to 130, which means the first positive odd number, I square it, plus the next positive odd number, I square it, I should get 130. This is what the question is saying. But how can we change it to algebra? We can just let the first smaller odd number be x. So if the first smaller odd number is x, the next odd number would be x plus 2. It wouldn't be x plus 1 because x plus 1, odd, even. So the next number will be even. So the next odd number will be x plus 2. So we know the first odd number, if you square it, plus the next odd number, if you square it, will give us 130. See, what you're actually doing here is you are formulating an equation. Okay? Now, time for us to solve this equation because the question says find the two numbers. Okay, very easy. We just need to find x, we find both numbers. Expand, x squared plus, this one expand, you should get x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals to 130. Simplify this, you get 2x squared plus 4x plus 4, bring over the 130 minus 130 equals to 0. Simplify the equation. So you have 2x squared plus 4x. 4 minus 130 gives you minus 126 equals to 0. Now if you notice, even number, even number, even number. I can further simplify this. How do I further simplify this? This whole left side, I divide by 2. The whole of right side, which is 0, I divide by 2. 0 divided by 2, we all know will give you 0. How about 2x squared plus 4x minus 126? If I divide by 2, this will just give me x squared plus 4 divided by 2 is 2x minus 126 divided by 2 is 63 equals to 0. See, I have a quadratic equation equals to 0. Very simple. Factorize it. X times x. 63 I can split up into, let's see, 8. Cannot. 9. I can do 9 times 7. 63. Plus 2 is plus 9 minus 7. So you see, again, I get back this one. Yellow times blue equals to 0. See, whatever I do on top, again, I repeat, it's just to get me to this stage here. Alright? Then it's either the yellow one equals to 0 or the blue color one equals to 0. Bring over the 9, bring over the 7. Now, x cannot be negative 9 because the question says two consecutive positive odd numbers. The odd numbers must be positive. So since there's two answers and one doesn't make much sense, I need to reject this answer. Therefore, we know x is 7. So the first odd number is 7. And the next odd number is x plus 2, which is 9. Done. This is how you do example number 1. I need you to try example number 2 on your own. Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. but you will continue with the question by yourself. Now, the perimeter of a rectangular garden is 50. There is a rectangular garden. Okay, they said the perimeter is 50 meters. And its area is 150 meters square. That is the area. Alright, so now how are you going to do this question? Let the breadth be x. Let this be x. Okay, then they said the perimeter is 50 meters, right? Very easy. So if the perimeter is 50 meters, how to get the length? To get the length, one side of the rectangle, all you just need to take is 50 minus x, the whole thing divided by 2, right? Then you get one length. 50 minus 2x divided by 2 is 25 minus x. So we all know this is 25 minus x. From here, I'm not going to help you. Formulate your own equation and then after that solve it. Formulate an equation and then solve it. Use what to formulate equation? This, and this to formulate an equation. I've given you enough clues already. So try example 2 on your own, solve for x, then calculate the length and breadth of the garden. I'm going to go to example 3 here. Example 3 is a very long question. Now this question is what we call a quadratic problem sum, similar to the 2, but this is very important. Let's do this question. Now, a photocopier prints pages in either black and white or in color. In 1 minute, it prints X pages in black and white. So, 1 minute, I do part A. So you write, in 1 minute, it prints X number of pages. Write down an expression for the number of seconds it takes to print 1 page in black and white. I want 1 page in black and white, just 1 page. How do I get 1 page? Very simple. From X pages, how do I get to 1 page? I just divide by X. If I divide by X here, I also need to divide by X. However, they want it in seconds, right? So instead of 1, okay, wait, I write 1 minute over X first, but they want it in seconds, right? So I just change the minutes to seconds. 60 seconds over X. So 1 page is 60 over X. You see, they want it in seconds, the number of seconds. Okay, so that is part A. Finish. This is the answer. The answer is this one. Let's do part B. Now part B says, in 1 minute, it prints 2 more copies in black and white than it does in color. So write down an expression in terms of X for the number of pages it prints in color in 1 minute. So in 1 minute, instead of printing X pages, it prints 2 lesser because black and white faster. It says 2 more copies in black and white. So color is lesser pages. So it's X minus 2 number of pages. Okay, so part 2, this is part I. Part 2 says the number of seconds it takes to print 1 page in color. Same thing. If I just want 1 page, what do? All I need to do is to divide by X minus 2. If I divide by X minus 2 here, I also divide by X minus 2 here, which gives me 1 minute over X minus 2. But I want it in seconds, so it's 60 over X minus 2. That is equals to 1 page. That is in color. So I label, this one is color, this one is black and white, so that I know what am I doing. So 1 page, this is the answer. The number of seconds it takes to print 1 page in color. Now, part C says it takes 1.5 seconds longer to print 1 page in color than to print one page in black and white. So it takes 1.5 seconds longer to print color. So this one, your brain must work. Okay, then after that it says, write down an equation in X to represent this information and show that it reduces to this. Ooh, no problem. Let's work on this piece of information first. It takes 1.5 seconds longer to print one page in color, which means they are telling you color minus black and white is 1.5 seconds. So color, as you know, is 60 over x minus 2 minus black and white, which is 60 over x, is 1.5. 1.5, if you change to fraction, is 3 over 2. See, you have a fraction now. Fraction minus fraction must have same denominator. Join together, you 60x minus 60x minus 2 over x times x minus 2 equals to 3 over 2. From here, expand 60x minus 60x plus 120 over x squared minus 2x equals to 3 over 2. From here, cross multiply. Okay, we all know 60x minus 60x gives you nothing. So it's 2 times 120 equals to 3 times x squared minus 2x, which is 240 equals to 3x squared minus 6x. Okay, I can simplify this because I can divide by 3 on each side. And I get 80 equals to x squared minus 2x. Bring over the 80, I get x squared minus 2x minus 80 equals to 0. Is that what the question wants? Yes, the question says x squared minus 2x minus 80 equals to 0. There you go. After you are done, you write shown. Okay? From here, it should be quite simple because part 2 asks you to solve the equation. Now, B part 2, solving the equation isn't too difficult. Solving the equation, for those who are familiar with this, just do x and x. This is 10 times 8 gives you 80. In order to get minus 2 is minus 10 plus 8. Alright, working. Then from here I get yellow times blue equals to 0. So therefore x minus 10 equals to 0 or x plus 8 equals to 0. So x equals to 10 or x equals to minus 8. Finish. That is B part 2. Find the time taken to print 30 pages in color. 30 pages in color. Okay, so for part 3, we all know x is equals to 10 because x cannot be minus 8. X is the number of pages. How can x be minus 8? So I don't want x minus 8. I just leave x minus 8 alone. I want x to be equals to 10. Find the time taken to print 30 pages in color. Let's do color. Color in 1 minute is x minus 2, which is 10 minus 2 number of pages. So in 1 minute, it will be able to print out 8 pages. I want 30 pages. Pages. Okay, so to get 30 pages, I multiply by 3.75. From here, I multiply by 3.75. It's 3.75 minutes. Yeah, answer is 3.75 minutes. But if you want to change it to minutes and seconds, 3.75 minutes is actually 3/4 minute, which is also equals to 3 minutes. The 3/4 change to seconds is 3/4 times 60. You should know this, 45 seconds. But you can leave your answer in 3.75 minutes. Alright, so this is a quadratic problem sum. This problem sum will probably be around 8 to 10 marks. Okay, I need you to do example number 4. on your own. Try it. I'm not going to give you any clue. When school reopens, I will go through these two examples with you to ensure that you know how to do them. Alright, once you're done with this, you can do GA4. I will collect GA4 when school reopens along with your holiday homework, and then that's all.